Chef Rob. I'm here in Staten Island at Canlon's restaurant. And I'm here with my friend, Chef Eddie Canlon. Now, he's from Staten Island, and he is known as one of the greatest guys, chefs, philanthropists, you name it. He is the Staten Island guy here. Now, but what you don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, is that Eddie is the Thanksgiving episode champ on Food Network's Chopped. It was just recently aired, and I want to come and talk to him about the show. But before we even talk about it, I want to mention one thing, that Eddie is the perfect guy to rob a bank with, because he shot this show over a year and a half ago, and he never told his wife or his daughter. Am I correct?
Yeah, right.
And so if you're going to rob a bank, this is the guy. No one's ever going to find out.
I'm a good wheelman.
Yeah,
definitely a good wheelman. Sure.
So Ed, Chopped. How'd you find out about it?
Yeah. Thanks for the intro, Rob. By the way, good seeing you. All right,
my man, Eddie.
I through the years, like you said, I do a lot of charity work, and as you know, this business, you devote a lot of time. You work weekends and holidays, so it kind of takes away a lot of your family life. So I started doing charity work. I'm addicted to it, probably way before 9/11. And I bring my wife and daughter with me to certain events, Egger Nursing Home.
Right, I see you there all the time.
Yeah, a few other, and we donate our time, but it's nice because it's a Sunday afternoon, it's casual. I can cook and bring whatever I want, and I do my little carnival act, and my wife and daughter we all dress in the same costume, chef coat, whatever, and it gives them a chance to see the positive side of the business, not the long hours of the business. Exactly. And then, like I said, I do my carnival act, and I'm never lost for words. Right,
which he's not lying about, because I do all the charity events too, and we're almost cut from the same cloth. We're like two boobs.
Yep.
We got to dress. If there's a theme, we're dressing up like it. We're doing it all. So
it's part of the show.
He actually did my nephew's event, Rock for a Cure, and Rock for a Cure.
Yeah,
and he shows up with a gigantic, mohawk wig and everything. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was nice. That was a good event.
Yeah.
It's a great cause.
Yeah.
It's a great cause, and I love to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're always the go-to guy.
So through somebody, I met somebody. They gave me their card and said, you'd be great for this show. We have a cooking show called Chopped, and we want you to come up for a casting call. So I went up one day. I had a couple of scotches before, and
gotta do it. You gotta do it, especially at 6 in the morning.
No, it was an afternoon thing. It was an afternoon gig.
Right.
So I had a couple of scotches and went up, and I did my little show in front of the casting call, and obviously they liked it, and then they picked me for an episode, and the rest is history. It's funny because it is a long wait once you go through the casting call process. It's a long time. And then I started watching the show, and I go, "Oh my God, what did I get myself into? This show's crazy,
Yeah.
And then they contacted me and says, "Well, what do you think? We want you to get into the next show, an episode." And who did I call? I had to call Rob Burmeister, and I said, "Robbie, what do you think? What should I do? I don't believe this. I didn't believe I was going to get called." Yeah. And then you said, "Eddie, like you said, Eddie, you got the personality. Go for it. You got to take a shot.
Yeah, do what you do."
And the rest is history. I did well on the show, and I'm blessed, and I was lucky, and I had a couple of nice breaks. And because the sad part of it was I was a little nervous that if I did fail, I wouldn't want to, I didn't want it to hurt my business and my livelihood. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but
what was the downside?
I landed on my feet.
Then you don't promote it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so I'm grateful, and it was really good, and I lucked out. So.
Well, I was here watching it at Canlon, and I'm not even lying that at the end, when they called him the winner, I actually got choked up. There was a tear because of his wife, his daughter, everyone was going crazy, and Eddie was just staring at the TV with a smile on his face. It was great. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Thank you.
Yeah. But on the show you mentioned you were gonna, donate some.
I donated all my winnings. Look, I'm a happy local community guy. I make a decent living. I'm never gonna be a millionaire. And I donated the money. I donated
awesome.
all. $5,000 to the Marine Corps League and $5,000 to Staten Island Project Homefront. And this is pre-Sandy. But right now, the Marine Corps League, they're working feverishly and getting supplies, and they're helping a lot of the victims down there. So the money's well spent.
Yeah, that's great. That's karma is
absolutely.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, and I'll definitely. People are touched for what I did and who I am, and I'm always gonna get back. I'm always gonna get it back. So
tenfold.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like I said, everything worked out really great.
Yeah.
Really, really great. Yeah.
And you mentioned Sandy. Hurricane Sandy hit this part of the neighborhood of Staten Island pretty bad. My restaurant is out of commission right now, and Eddie really picked up the ball and ran with it. I mean, he's helping. Feed the volunteers every day, and it's the kind of guy he is. He's just an all-around great guy. So, I want you people to come down to Canlon's in Staten Island and, pay homage, and he'll have a cocktail with you, a couple of laughs, and, it's a good time.
I'm always good for a laugh and a cocktail.
Yeah, and if you love comfort food, this is the place to be.
Yeah.
He's like a comfort food guru. Yeah. We were just up there talking before, and my mouth was drooling on what he's going to be making us today. So, what are you going to make?
Well, it's of course we're in the Christmas season, the holiday season actually, and I wanted to make a little different appetizer, a comforting appetizer. So I've made a sausage blue cheese bread pudding for an appetizer, nice baked in a souffle cup. And then for a quick, easy dessert, I wanted to do something simple so everybody at home could relate to it. And I just have mini pretzels with a melted Hershey Kiss on top. And then I heat the chocolate a little bit, and I press a mint-flavored, holiday-themed M&M on top. And then it sets and hardens, so it's kind of like a different chocolate-covered pretzel.
Fantastic.
Yeah, something a little different. Something festive and easy for people at home that they'd be able to make themselves.
Yeah. So what are your plans for the holidays?
Work. Actually, it's not bad. I work every holiday. Christmas Eve, I just do a little half a day. We do some takeout and delivery. I'm home by 6 o'clock. Christmas Eve is my wife's family. There's no way I could even open on Christmas Eve.
Right.
There'd be divorce proceedings.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, I'm closed, and I have to give my guys, all my hard-working staff, a break. And even the day after Christmas, I close because really nothing's going on that day.
Going on.
And then I get it right back from everybody, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So you try to help everybody out.
All right.
You can only get so much blood out of a stone.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
you want to open up those days, and then you get shot in the
Cranky Eddie,
foot.
you don't want to see Cranky Eddie.
I don't think I've ever seen Cranky Eddie, but I don't want to.
Well,
Yeah. So, anything else you want to promote or?
Really, Staten Island did get hard with Superstorm, Hurricane Sandy. Any way you want to relate to it, and if there's any way you can possibly donate any money. There's a lot of people out there, good charity. Even if you bought a Home Depot card, you don't even have to donate it to an organization. Buy a Home Depot card. You can always come down one week and volunteer your time, help somebody clean out some of their clutter in their yard. I mean, there's so many different things to do.
Yeah, every little bit helps. Everything
helps.
Down to bleach and paper towels. These people are hurting.
Right,
So.
Even garbage bags, and you can forward them to Canlon's restaurant, anything, and I'll get it down there. I'm down there every day bringing trays of food through donations, and I'll get it down to the people that need it, that are in need.
Good. What's the address of Canlon's?
1825 North Railroad Avenue, Staten Island, New York, 10306.
All right, and due attention to Mr. Chef Extraordinaire Eddie Canlon. So we're gonna head into the kitchen and make some of the delicious, fantastic,
real quick
niblets
stuff.
Real
quick and easy. We want to do it quick and
delicious.
Easy, because really, holidays too, you don't want to be stuck behind the kitchen. You want to be able to prep something real fast, let it sit for a while, and you want to be able to enjoy and have cocktails with your guests.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So congratulations on Chop, man.
Thanks,
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks now you don't have to do the things. You can help judge them. It's good. All the charity events.
See.
So,
Yeah. I still really, it's funny. Everyone has been telling me that now you're in a different class. You're a celebrity chef now. But you know what? I still love being behind the line in those
Yeah.
events. You know what I mean? And goofing off, and
Right.
you know. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Well, there's Celebrity Chef, and then there's Staten Island Celebrity Chef, which is we still work.
Yeah, right.
And we do everything we can,
right.
and you know, it's more just to be amongst friends. And
I love the trenches, right?
Yeah.
That's it. I love the trenches. I love breaking your hump like you do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Right? You know, thank God our bodies haven't broken down.
No.
I mean, that's what happens in this business too. A lot of guys
this
break
morning
down.
I woke up, I thought I'd go to the hospital because I thought I was having a heart attack. I was like, oh.
I have that effect on people.
All right, so we're going to head in the kitchen. I want to thank Eddie again. So come down, Canlon's Restaurant, Staten Island, New York, and I'd like to thank Chef Eddie Canlon.
Yeah,
thanks for taking your time out. I see you got some customers coming in. So.
No worries. We're all good. Happy holidays, everybody.
All right, happy holidays. Take it easy.
All right, here we are. This is we're in Canlon's Restaurant Kitchen. This is where all the action happens. I have two dishes I wanted to prepare today. The first I'm going to do is my I would have to call it a blue cheese sausage and bread pudding, but it's going to be as an appetizer. I'm going to put it in a souffle cup and bake it. Okay, so first, and of course, remember, folks out there, it's all in the prep work. You can't mess around. You want to have all your prep work done ahead of time. You don't want to, then you can just bang everything out together as fast as I'm going to do it here now. All right, so I have some cube bread, some day-old cube bread, which you need, very important, day-old cube bread, because it's very absorbent, it's very thirsty. Of course, extra virgin olive oil. I have some very fine chopped mushrooms. I am not going to use everything that's here for this showcase. Italian sausage, chopped fine also. All right, and then we have crumbled blue cheese. So we're going to start off, we'll get our pan nice and hot. Oh, look at this, finally, I finally have a burner that works. It usually never happens that way, folks. So you picked a good day. I'm going to throw a little olive oil on the bottom of the pan. We're going to wait, we're going to get a little hot. Have to wait for the oil to get a little hot. Very important to get a nice sear. So that way, when we get our shallots, and then we're going to deglaze the pan with cognac, you'll have some nice brown sausage and shallots that'll really pick up some nice flavors. First we have our sausage, some finely chopped shallots, and we're going to just saute this up. It takes a couple of minutes. All depends how hot you get your pan. You don't want your pan too hot because you don't want to burn the oil. That's very important not to burn the oil because you'll have a burnt flavor in your dish. Also want to coat all your items with the olive oil so everything kind of cooks a little bit evenly and nothing will stick to the bottom of the pan. Alright, it's coming along beautifully, just the way I want it.
While you're waiting for that, why don't you talk about your other bread pudding, that fantastic one you made at that charity?
Oh, I made yeah, well, you know, in the restaurant business too, you want to have, you always have fresh bread for your clientele. So of course, what are you going to do with all the leftover bread? You don't throw it out. So you make garlic toast for your bread baskets, and then you have turkey on your menu, so you have a nice fresh stuffing daily, and you create a nice bread pudding. I made my daughter is 14 years old. She's a chocolate freak. She loves to bake because that's just her thing, you know. Thank God she's not drinking yet, you know. That'll be another thing. But right now she's into chocolate, so I made a chocolate bread pudding. And basically it was I melted chocolate with the heavy cream, and that's what I used for my base. Then I added my egg yolks and eggs to that. folded in my day-old bread, baked in the oven, and of course the day of the event, I garnished it with a drizzle of Bailey's Irish Cream. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Our sausage is browning up very nicely right now. Now we're going to deglaze the pan with some cognac, which I have right here. Oh, nothing but the best cognac in the kitchen. When you add cognac, you definitely want to add the cognac fine, how much you want. I go a little heavy, but you want to do it away from the flame so the alcohol doesn't blow up. And the bottle, sometimes back in the day, when you're in a hot summer day, you put the cognac over there and all of a sudden the pop blows off, you know? So these are a lot of fun things that happen.
Oh, yeah.
All right, great. Now we're just letting the alcohol burn out of that. The flavor of the cognac will still, the shallots will really suck up a lot of that. So will the sausage, believe it or not, the flavor. Now I didn't brown any mushrooms because I didn't want them brown. I just want them, they're going to soak up the rest of the cognac. So I'm going to throw some of my mushrooms in there now. Not too heavy. You know, it all depends on what you like. You want more sausage or mushrooms, it's all up to you. Now, I have ground sage here. This is my own sage. I just saved the container, but we dry out our own herbs and then we put them through a coffee grinder, and then that's what we kind of use. So I'm going to throw a little sage in here now. Anytime, you know, local markets now, anytime you can use fresh herbs and whatever you can get fresh locally, it's just what a difference compared to anything in a jar. Alright, now we're going to add a little heavy cream. Now this is an appetizer. I'm not using any egg base to eggs or anything to tighten this up. I'm just going to let it reduce and cook down. I'm going to strain the broth part of this into the bread and let that absorb it. I'm going to retain the chunky sausage and mushrooms, so that way when I layer it in my souffle cup, it's usually, when you do stuff like this, if you don't, it'll just sink to the bottom, and that's the bottom layer is just your chunky meat. So this is just, you know, and of course, believe me, I learned the hard way. You learn everything the hard way, you know. And you don't want to have on your souffle cup, you know, a nice souffle cup, you don't want to have just sausage on the bottom of your souffle cup. We want the cream to boil just a little bit. We don't want it to reduce too much to get too thick, because I still want it a little creamy. And basically what's kind of going to bind this together will be the crumbled blue cheese will bind this real nice. Give it a quick taste. Nice. I know the sausage is a little salty, but this is, you know, I have rice in here. When you have in the kitchen, you have a little bit of rice in here so nothing clumps, and I have some salt, just a little bit of granulated garlic, and some black pepper, and that's kind of what I keep in here. And I season my steaks and pork chops with that. It's also nice flavoring for this. So I'm just going to throw a little bit of that in there. All right, sticking it up nice. So now, turn off the stove. I have a wire mesh strainer here, and like I said, we're just going to get that nice flavor, the juice into the bread, let the bread absorb all of that. Okay, we're going to look at how beautiful that stuff is there. We're going to retain that so we can stack our souffle cups with that. All right, we're just folding now. We're just folding. The bread is absorbing all of that beautiful juice. We want the bread a little moist. It's going to soak everything up nice. Of course, I love a nice twist bread. That's my favorite. As you can tell, I'm a sucker for a large twist loaf of bread. I like to just cut the bottom and eat the bottom. But, you know, welcome to my world. All right, that looks just about right. Press it down a little bit. You know, you don't mind, you want the bread mushy, because you're going to bake it slow, and it'll dry, the bread will dry out a little bit, and actually, really, what is a reduction? What's going to evaporate? Mostly water. So flavor is going to just build and get stronger as you're baking and reducing. And that baking is actually a drying process, really. All right. All my 4 souffle cups. Now, like I said, put a little bread on the bottom. Oh, may I have a teaspoon, please, sir? So that's the first layer. We're going to press down. Are we all right with the camera there?
Perfect.
Okay. You can take that back from me. Thank you. Thank you, Chef Noel. Thank you, Chef Izzy. Chef Izzy. Some guys run away from the camera. Okay,
not me.
Yeah, not me. Not lately. A little crumbled blue cheese. Pack that in there. That'll be a layer like that. Like I said, the crumbled blue cheese is kind of going to bind everything. And what a beautiful, strong flavor, blue cheese. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, now we have our beautiful sausage and mushroom mixture, shallots. We're going to put that in there. Don't worry, everything's going to be packed down. We're going to pack everything down after this. Of course, I'm just making 4. Believe me, I don't throw anything out. I'll sort this all out later. I'll make a few more later, but just for right now, I'm just going to make 4. Okay, beautiful bread. And like I said, you can press this down. It's a good thing. And look at Eddie, I just made it. Just made it with the bread. Alright, Travis. Now next, just one more little layer of blue cheese on the top. And once again, you know, your preferences are fine. You want to do more sausage, more blue cheese, more mushroom. It's all up to you. Not a problem. All right, now I have a 375-degree oven. You want to have that preheated. And we're going to pop these babies in there for something small like this. Probably 35 minutes will be fine. And then, you know, you can either bake it a little bit longer depending on how it feels. If you want to brown it a little bit more, you can actually throw it under a broiler. You know, it's, as we say, right, 6 in one, half a dozen the other. It's all up to you. So we'll pop these in the oven. Very important. Clean up your station. Very important. All right, and like I said, I'm not going to throw any of this out because I can probably make a few more a little later on. This is all delicious stuff right here. All right, I'll see you in 35 minutes. All right, here we are back at Canlon's kitchen. I hope you enjoyed the sausage blue cheese bread pudding appetizer. Now I have a quick holiday dessert. Really simple for you to make at home. And simple ingredients. Unbelievable, super easy. It looks real festive and everybody kind of flips out that you did a lot of work towards it, you know. So now here, look, 3 ingredients, 3 simple ingredients. M&M's, of course I got holiday colors. Mini pretzels, okay, and Hershey Kisses, real simple. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to kind of have your oven like maybe, let's say low, 250. Okay, you want to have your oven on 250. So what we do on a hot plate, we're just going to stack out a few mini pretzels. Izzy, how many do I have on that? Just count how many I have on that. 11. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 11. All right, so we put out like this on a hot plate, space them out, okay? Hershey Kiss right on top. We're gonna make our own like chocolate covered pretzel, but it really, it has a beautiful visual effect to it, you know? Anybody can make this. My gosh, anybody. Put the Hershey Kisses on. Like I said, I preheated my oven to 250. All right, and you only have to leave it in there 8 minutes, 8-9 minutes. That's about it. All right, we put our Hershey Kisses on top. All right, Izzy, Chef Izzy, would you mind popping that in that oven, that 250-degree oven? We're going to put it in there for about 8 to 10 minutes. We just want to get the, we don't want to lose the shape of the Hershey Kiss. We just want to soften up the milk chocolate. And, you know, tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh, you know what? I think 10 minutes have gone by.
Magic of television.
Chef Izzy, yes. All right, so now here we go. Look, as you can tell, you can kind of see the sweat, the shininess of the Hershey Kiss, so you know they're kind of soft, all right? The plate's a little hot, but when you work in the industry for a couple of years, you learn to have like asbestos gloves, you know, coated on your hands, and this really doesn't bother me. Folks at home, you know, get yourself a little, a glove, or a, I don't even know a towel. I forget what you call it, because I don't use one anymore, you know? So anyway, so now these two ingredients are gone. All right, now we have now actually these are an M&M. It's a mint-flavored M&M. You can get any kind of festive colored M&M. And we'll do a couple of reds. Now very carefully, you put your M&M right in here, in the soft chocolate. As you're pressing the M&M down, the chocolate will actually go through the holes of the mini pretzel, okay? So then when it cools, it'll kind of glue everything together in one shot, you know? So it's pretty cool, you know? And like I said, how simple is this? My gosh, you know? Which one? And maybe I can get $25 for this, you know? But I doubt it. I mean, just a joke. Wouldn't that be wonderful, right? All right, so we'll do a few reds. See how simple that is? Like I said, be patient with the chocolate, all right? Just get it just right, okay? And then it really comes out sharp. Let me get a few greens. There we go. Really, it's working perfect. I mean, Izzy, perfect job on the chocolate, Izzy. Perfect job. Thank you, buddy. Perfect. You don't want to rush. I rushed one there. When you do rush, you get a little bit of chocolate on the top. Of course, a kitchen towel would be nice. I get the chocolate off my fingertips. Okay, now we'll do a little bit of white. The last four will be white. And just take your time with it. That way you don't get any chocolate on your fingertips. And screw it up, like I screwed up a couple. Put it on, and there you go, voila. But I mean, how festive. Now let me move it around, rearrange it a little bit with the holiday colors on there. Okay, but it really looks sharp, and people go, wow, holy smokes. You know, it almost looks like a Stella D'Oro breakfast, one of those chocolate fudge things. I don't even know, right? So kind of, you know, and it's very tasty. Now, after you have this thing, you kind of want to have it set. You know, let it set for a few minutes. It'll harden. You can refrigerate it. But I feel if you just leave it out in room temperature for, say, half an hour, you're ready to serve your guests. And they all flip out because these are like, these are poppers. These are dessert poppers. Actually, probably really go great with a nice cognac. Okay? So that's it. That's your visit to Canlon Land. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you next year. All right? Take care.